Hi everyone and welcome back to Sketch and Chill. Today I thought I'd do a sketch of a scene, a really simple scene in flat view. Flat view just means a straight ahead view really, with little or no perspective involved. And the scene is this one, and it's Robin Hood's Bay in Whitby in North Yorkshire in the UK. The lines around here just give me they're just rough guidelines so that I can make the drawing reasonably accurately, but ultimately that doesn't really matter. I think that's near enough. Right, okay, I think I'm very nearly coming towards the end of this now. The way I'm drawing this is not entirely haphazard, insofar as whenever I draw any particular line, wherever, I always try and relate it to another line that's already there, just to give me a rough, a reasonably accurate drawing. Bit of smudge there, but it doesn't matter. All part and parcel of the drawing. I've been doing this for almost 10 minutes now. I'm still taking too long over this. I think I'm almost about to call it finished now, so that I can get on with the painting side of things. I mean, I'll stop for now and come back with the painting. I mean, I might do a little bit more detail off camera, perhaps here and there. But anyway, I'll stop there for now and I'll be back in a while. Okay, back with you just before I start the painting to show you the finished ink. I mean, I have done a little bit more detail off camera, but that's pretty much it really. I mean, that did take me about 10 minutes. It's a bit too long really, but I'm somewhat set in my ways of years of drawing too much detail. So okay, let's get back to the painting in a minute. Back with you now, and the painting, all I'm going to use is this water brush here, medium-sized water brush, and a slightly larger brush, just to wet certain areas of the page. Most of what I do is wet in wet, not always, but mostly. And I have no idea how I'm going to tackle this. I just tend to... Well, actually, that's not strictly true. the way I tackle these paintings is I always start, like most people, I start at the top, work down. I don't know why, but that's how I usually do it. So we'll just start off by very loosely and liberally wetting the top here. I won't be doing a lot of talking during this, and I'll tell you why. Because it gives me the opportunity when I'm editing the video to speed up the whole process, usually 4 times normal, sometimes more, so that it doesn't get too tedious for the people watching. I'll really only talk if it's really necessary. So, sky, as always, usually cerulean blue with a bit of cobalt blue for the darker areas. So let's see how we go here. Why am I only using one brush? Well, it's just simpler. I mean, I've got about 500 brushes in my collection, and I don't use most of them. So I thought, oh, what the heck. This is, as you can probably see, A4 format. I do occasionally use A3 format. Okay, a bit of cobalt, I think, perhaps, just here and there. And pretty much it, really. Yeah, that will do for the sky. Okay, I'll just come back in a moment, let that dry for for 5 minutes. Okay then, if you've watched any of my videos before, you probably know my mantra, which is less is more, or at least that's what I try to do anyway. So for the buildings here, I mean, I'm not sure, there may be hopefully there'll be an inset picture of this somewhere, if the editing goes to plan. Anyway, I can tell you now that this building here is a white building, white painted building, which extends down here, and across here. So that makes it easier. I probably won't paint anything here. Maybe the windows and the roof here. The rest of it is just mostly brickwork, of course. Here. And then a splash of blue here for the boat and a few people here. So what colours do I use? Well, probably the less the better, actually. The main colours I use probably cerulean blue, cobalt blue, sometimes Prussian blue. And then for buildings like this, well, a mixture of perhaps burnt sienna, raw sienna, light brown, orange, red, anything really. So, okay, enough talking for the moment. Oh yes, before I forget, we need some splatter. That's we're probably coming towards the end now, I think. Difficult bit is always knowing when to stop. And I feel as though I'm pretty much at that point now. I probably will do some felt tip, grey felt tip, just to highlight a few areas. So I'll get back to that in a moment. So see you in a mo. Okay, back with you now, and the painting is more or less dry now, and back to finish off the detail with my trusty brush pens here. They're all a set of greys in what I'm trying to say is very light grey to very dark grey. That's what I'm trying to say. And you know, just to highlight a few areas and put a bit of character into it. And I always start with the lightest one first, so let's have a look here. Okay, that pretty much does it with the brush pen, I think. So how I normally finish off is doing a little bit more inking, generally around the contours of the sketch, just to really bring it out into the foreground a bit. I have to be careful you don't overdo this, so let's just have a little go here. And to be honest with you, I think that's about done now. I think that's enough. So we'll call it a day on that. And as always, thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.